Hello you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is that time again to do my February reading wrap up and my March TBR. Make sure you subscribe, follow me on all my social medias as well, and let's get right into the video. February was a very crazy busy month for me. I only read 3 books and I'm not really proud of that because I really did want to read more. I just did not have time. Zayden actually moved out of his house. We went to Disney World, as you guys saw, and I was just really busy with a lot of like social media things that I booked and had to film. It was just a crazy month. I read as much as I could and I could have read more. I just did not have a lot of time. But I'm gonna tell you guys what I read anyway. So starting out February, I did read Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. This book is so good. I gave it a, I think 4.5 out of 5 stars. It wasn't a 5-star read for me, but it was definitely up there. I loved the characters. It was childhood, second chance romance, and I just loved it. The plot was super simple, and that's like one of the things I loved most probably about it, is I just felt like it was a simple book. It didn't need all of that everything in it. It just felt homey, it felt cozy, it just felt like a good book. I don't know, that's the best way to like explain it. It's about Macy, who is, you know, engaged to this other guy, and they kind of just like situationally gotten engaged because he has a kid, and she just is like, well, might as well get married, you know what I mean? Like, I want to live with you, like I want to move forward in my life, and we're good together, so might as well get engaged. Well, Elliot was her childhood like best friend slash lover, and something happened to them when they were growing up that completely tore them apart. They didn't talk, and all of a sudden now they reconnect, and so it just goes through like their life as kids and then their life now, and then reconnecting, and they give it another go, you know, stuff like that. Obviously it's about that, and it's so good. It was so sweet. I loved the ending. The ending was a little bit chaotic. I feel like it was very like jam-packed. Almost could have been a little more simple because the book was so simple and it was good like that, but overall really good book, and I loved this book by Christina Lauren. I've actually read The Unhoneymooners by her, and this book I think was way better. So yeah, if you want like a cozy vibe, this book is the way to go. Okay, that was book number 1. Book number 2 is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. This cover's so cute, I won't ever stop talking about it. So I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it, however it was not my favorite book I've ever read. It was about Valentine's Day in high school, so it's very young adult. She gets stuck in a loop of Valentine's Day, like over and over, the days repeating. She's not sure why. She sees her current boyfriend cheat on her every single day, and she's like, what's happening? So she's trying to like change things to make the day better and make the best Valentine's Day it can be, but she keeps running into this same other guy, and so you can see where I'm going with that. So yeah, it's a repeating day trope. I'm not a huge fan of that. I've never read one, and I didn't love the repeating day. I feel like I got a little bored of it. I was ready for like something else besides the same day over and over. I feel like that's what I didn't like about it. I also didn't love like the characters that much. Like, they didn't really make me invested. A little young adult, not a lot of like deep plot in my opinion. So that's why I gave it a 3, but I did really enjoy it. I liked it here on. Like, all this part I did not love, but the end I did really like. So yeah, if you have read Lynn Painter, this is a good book. It's just not my favorite. The last book I read this month is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. So good. It's about a small town, a pop star. She wants to get away from her normal life. She loves the movie, I think it's called Roman Holiday, where she goes, where what's her name? Oh my gosh. Audrey Hepburn goes to Rome to like escape her life, I guess. So she goes and escapes her life and goes to Rome, but not Rome, like Rome, Kentucky. Small town. Her car breaks down in front of this boy's house. Not boy, man's house. And he helps her, takes her in, and doesn't realize she's a pop star. He's just a small town pie shop owner, and it's really cute banter in it, closed door romance, small town vibes. I really loved it. The characters were really good. It was Grumpy Sunshine in a way, because he was really kind of grumpy, she was kind of more fun and sunshiny. Yeah, I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy it. It wasn't like the best book I've ever read in my life, like that's why I didn't give it a 5, but I did really enjoy it, and I do think about these characters like every single day because they're so cute and just like classy. Like, I feel like it's just very classy writing. I don't know. I love this book. Okay, so those are the 3 books I read this month. let's move on to our TBR. So I'm currently reading the sister book to When in Rome, which is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. This is about his sister. So this is the sister of the guy in this book. I've just started it recently, like yesterday, so I'm very in the beginning of it, but I'm liking it so far. It's about, I think, a girl who's very introverted, she's trying to find love in that small town. I'm introverted, so I feel like this is gonna like really resonate with me. I've heard a lot of good things about this. I've actually heard better things about this than I've heard of When in Rome. I'm really excited about this. So the next book I want to read this month is Never Lie by Frida McFadden. Supposedly this is a really good horror book, and I just need some horror in my life. Not horror, thriller, sorry. Thriller book. I need thriller in my life. I read a thriller book and I enjoyed it so much. I've heard great things about Frida McFadden. It's about like a couple who's going to look at a house. They get trapped in the house because it snowed, and it's like a psychiatrist's house that was murdered. They go through the psychiatrist's tapes. That's all I really know about it, and that they kind of have to find out who killed the psychiatrist. I'm really excited to read this. Heard amazing things about it, and I just want to dive into it. So as soon as I finish Practice Makes Perfect, this is what I'm picking up next. The next book I want to read is 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I don't know how to say it. Heard amazing things about this. It's about like a girl who meets this guy, but he's 7 years either from the past or the present or the future. I think it's the past. He's like 7 years apart from her, like he time travels. I've never read anything like this, and I heard it's really good. I'm really excited to read this. Let me know if you've read it or if you want to read it. Yeah, that's all I really know about it. I think it's romance. Sounds really interesting. Then I still have not read Heartbones by Colleen Hoover. This has been on my TBR for a while, and it was in my last video. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it this month. I'm going to read it. I just haven't, because I read a lot of Colleen Hoover in January and I wanted to branch out to different authors. So I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to read it. I promise. I still don't know anything about it, but I know it's romance and I like romance. This is on my TBR. And last but not least, because I don't want to overwhelm myself, is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez or Jimenez. It's a romance book. Truly don't know anything about it. I heard that it's like he has anxiety and it's a good representation of how it actually feels to have anxiety. So that intrigued me. I've not read a lot of books with people like guys who have anxiety. So I'm excited to read it. I've heard good things, and I trust TikTok and I listen to the people on TikTok. This is gonna be the last book I read the month. I think those are all the books that I'm reading this month. Hopefully I can get through them all. I had a very unsuccessful reading month last month, so I have high hopes for this month. But yeah, that is my TBR for March. Let me know if you read any of these and what's your favorite book and what's on your March TBR. I love you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe, follow me on all my social medias as well. I post on TikTok daily because I give you guys reading updates, vlogs, beauty content, all of that fun stuff. So make sure you follow me on there because I'm there active every single day. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Happy reading!